Hello, everyone. Welcome back out to Ronsick Field here in Washington, Missouri. Beautiful venue. This is a great venue. We've had 2 ball games already today. Our third of the day will feature the Missouri champion Moberly Sixers against the Oklahoma champion Ada Braves. I don't know much about the Braves. We're going to get to know them. We're going to talk a little bit about this team here. We don't have, when I talked to the coach, he said we didn't keep stats. So we don't know. We know where some of them are going to play some baseball. But that's what we got for you. So we're going to learn as much about this team as watching this game as you are here if you're not from Oklahoma. Joining me on the broadcast here for this 3 o'clock game is the head coach from right here in Washington, Missouri, St. Francis Borgia High School, Rob Struckoff. Coach, thanks for taking the time.
Brian, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. It should be fun. Looking forward to this.
Absolutely. We got the starting lineups getting ready to go. Coach, in a setting like this, you know, tournament baseball, you've been doing this a long time. First game, what are you talking to your players about?
I think in a big game like this, you just want them to be confident in what they've done to get themselves here. I mean, you know, as a player, I've been here. As a coach, I've been here, and that's the big thing. If you try to change up what you do, you're usually not going to be successful with that. So you just got to keep in the head that whatever you've done, whatever the team has done to get themselves here, you got to be confident in that, and hopefully, you know, that should be, you know, if you're going to come out, you know, on top, you can't change who you are. If you change who you are, you obviously haven't practiced it. You haven't been able to perfect that part of it. But getting here is, you know, it's not enough. You want to win, but you want to stay true to what got you here.
The Sixers, as a team, they played 34 games this year, state champs. Of course, we said. I think they hang their hat on their pitching coach. You got 206 innings, a team ERA of $1.73, the WHIP 1.13, the opponent batting average under the Mendoza line. When you've got pitching like this really sets you up in a tournament like this for the week if you got guys you can count on.
Yeah, having a great pitching staff in these double elimination formats, you just can't beat it. You know, coaching the high school game, you know, 1 or 2 guys can get you through on the single elimination, but double elimination, you better have a staff, especially if you want to come back through. If you have a you know, a game where you lose, but that's having that deep staff can you know, it's what you need. It's what you have to have.
And you want to get your starter here today. You want to get him deep in the ball game, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, the less guys you use, the better. And if you can keep that staff, keep everybody in your bag ready to go for later games. You know, get a lead, keep pitch count down, and use them what you can. But you know, if things work out right, you might even be able to bring them back. You never know how it goes. So with these longer weeks, but you know, that deep staff is important.
So we've got Davin Weller on the mound here for the folks from Oklahoma. Davin Weller is going to be going to East Central University. It's a Division II school there in Ada, Oklahoma. He'll be heading there after this. So, I mean, if you're going to a Division II school to pitch, you ought to be pretty solid.
Yeah, you should be all right. You're going
That's just my impression.
D2. Yeah, it looks like both of these guys. I mean, looking at the Ada roster, I think we had 11 players going on to play at college or in college, and Moberly's got 6 or 7 of them. So he's got some talent out there on the field.
Absolutely. One of the things that's interesting to me, the young man wearing the catcher's gear, Coach, Jackson Engel, is there. The young man, he normally plays shortstop for them. Drew Smothers, their catcher, that was with them all year, couldn't make the trip.
Oh, man.
And I was talking with Coach Hunt. He calls Jackson. Jackson's caught before, and he says, hey, Smothers one. He goes, Coach, I'm there. I'll catch. And you got to love – I mean, this is their number one pitcher, their catcher. I mean, this guy, ultimate team player, Coach. You got to love those guys.
Definitely, you got to love those guys.
We're gonna step aside here for some ceremonies here, some first pitches thrown out, and we'll be right back.
Specialist Imke was drafted into the U.S. Army and served honorably from February 8, 1966 to December 15, 1967 as a military radio operator in Vietnam. Specialist Imke performed the duties of a military radio operator, which entailed an ability to manage and maintain communications within military units. This involved both setting up and tuning equipment, repairing antennas and power sources, as well as encrypting messages and relaying critical information. After attending basic training in Fort Hood, Texas in May of 1966, as well as additional training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and again at Fort Hood for radio operator training from July to December 1966. He was deployed to Vietnam, serving in combat from December 1966 until the end of 1967. Specialist Imke received the National Defense Service Medal, the Vietnam Service Medal, and the Vietnam Combat Medal. Let us never forget, freedom is not free. Please join me in thanking Specialist 4th Class George Imke for his service.
After they recite the sportsmanship code, we will do the national anthem, and then we'll get to our starting lineups, folks. We'll be right back.
Keep the rules. Keep faith with my teammates. Keep my temper. Keep myself fit. Keep a stout heart in defeat. Keep my pride under in victory. Keep a sound soul, clean mind, and a healthy body. At this time, we'd also like to announce the national anthem will be performed by June Steinman and Layla Bass. Gentlemen, please remove your caps and stand if you're able for the playing of our national anthem. At this time, we'd like to ask the Moberly catcher, if you wouldn't mind, catching the first pitch from Specialist Imke as he throws the first pitch. Specialist Imke will throw the first pitch. Thank you very much.
There you go. Throw a strike, baby.
Pretty good.
All right.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Folks, we're going to start with our starting lineups. First with the Ada Braves and their lineup, as they will be the visiting squad. Leading off is number 19, Kendon Wood. In the 2-hole, number 22, Reagan Kuhlman. In the 3-hole, number 6, Lane McCarter. In the 4-hole, number 10, Cash Wofford. In the 5-hole, number 5, Landon Langley. In the 6-hole, number 20, Jet Higdon. In the 7-hole, number 14, Easton Wilkinson. In the 8-hole, number 15, Jackson Scott. And in the 9-hole, the DH, number 18, Clint Harless. That is the offensive lineup here for the Ada Braves. This one's going to be interesting to me because it's the team I know least about, Coach. I did get a chance to talk to the coach. They had a great season, as we said. I think, like we said, 36-3. You put up 36 wins out of 39. I don't care. You got to be a pretty good baseball team.
Yeah, 36 out of 39. That's something else. I mean, that's you never know what kind of competition. I figured in Oklahoma there's some pretty good competition down there. So it's I don't exactly know where Ada, Oklahoma is, but I think that was a little historical note when Washington won the state championship back in 1957. I think that's where the regional was. They were at Ada, Oklahoma.
Okay.
I think, if I remember correctly, my baseball history from the area. We'll see if I'm right or not. Somebody will probably correct me if I'm not.
So, and you got to love this. We've been watching what's going on, had some good crowds, but the folks from Washington post 218 have been putting on a heck of a tournament.
Yeah, they always do around here. I played here for post 218 when I was in high school. I've always had a good relationship as a high school coach with them. A lot of my guys one of my old former teammates is one of the assistants here, and a lot of my old teammates, coach different teams, and some of my old players coach different teams. So they do a great job with every tournament, whether it's this tournament or any of their other tournaments they run. Just an outstanding job. They have a lot of volunteer support, a lot of community support.
Let's set the defense here for the Moberly Sixers. They have been really stringent on anything on the arms here. They're not allowing anything from the pitchers. So that doesn't surprise me. They had a kid take off a black arm sleeve earlier. I was like,
really?
Man, that's tough.
Yeah. Got to make sure they're doing it right, I guess.
There you go. So, as of course we mentioned, Cooper Harvey on the mound, the lefty. His battery mate Jackson Angle behind the plate. At first base will be Anthony Ford. At second base will be Ashton Hunt. At third base, Carson Fletcher. At shortstop, Nolan Samuel. In center field, Cade Bohm. And he is flanked in left field by Luke Waltimate and in right by Carson Irwin. That is the defensive setup here for this Moberly squad. This young man, the Anthony at first base, Coach, he's a three-sport all-conference player in basketball, football, and baseball at Centralia. We saw him at the state championships, and he is that athletic.
I tell you, he looks the part. Big, thick-legged kid, looks like a strong athlete out there. Was he a senior this year? Or was he still coming back? He's coming back again.
He's coming back.
Wow.
He's a 2026.
Yeah, he's a good-looking athlete. Good
and he
frame.
was playing third base in the state championships. Moves very well. Extremely. When you see a big kid like that, sometimes you're like, how does he move? And oh yeah, he's one of those guys. Kendon Wood will lead off here for the Braves, and the first pitch is a ball. Harvey is not just an overpowering pitcher, low to mid-80s. Good off speed. He's behind 2-0. Trying to work that outer half and not getting it. 3-0.
Open up a little too quick maybe here. A little bit excited here first batter, first inning. That looked better.
The nerves, right?
Always some nerves. Flying open, trying to see what you got today. You think you get rid of them in the bullpen, but you never do.
You've been in these championship games. You've seen these kids. You've seen some big-time arms. It's always tough. You're going to get a good pitcher. It's usually in that first inning, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. They're still 16, 17, 18 years old. They're still trying to figure it out. They can have as much success as possible in the season, but put in a big game. They just got to settle down a little bit.
I like the fact that he came back inside right there. You're not getting that corner. Come back inside, get a strike, get yourself feeling better, and settle into the game.
Changing it up a little bit.
Shows it, pulls it back, 1-1.
The catch, he said he plays shortstop usually. He's doing a good job back there. I like how he holds that target for a while, gives him a look at it.
Engel is just one of those kids, you when you see him, you're like, I don't know, but he just does everything well.
Yeah. And at the high school level, you get an athlete. It's nice to have an athlete behind the plate, even if you pull him from shortstop.
There's the bunt. Is he going to? He is. That's a nice play by Cooper Harvey. Ashton Hunt getting down on the low throw, cutting down the lead runner. Nice job.
Yep. And it's interesting to be if the catcher called that because he's not used to doing it. If he called 2 on that, coming up out of that, usually being a shortstop, that's a good play if he's the one that made that call.
So Kuhlman on with the fielder's choice. We got Lane McCarter in the 3-hole here. It's ball 1. 1 out. You always love to see a pitcher field his position well, understand what he can do, and make a play.
Yeah, definitely.
Grounded to the third baseman, picks it up. Nice job by Fletcher there. That's Carson Fletcher at third base. Didn't panic.
No, he fumbled it at first, but he picks it up, made a nice throw to first to get the second out, and just made sure he got 1. I'm not for sure. Is Moberly playing a turf field where they usually play?
I don't know. I really don't, Coach. I'm not sure. I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, so it's got to get used to it a little bit. Probably it's a different field. No real in and out before the game.
That is the younger brother of the head coach at Moberly Area Community College.
Okay.
Cash Warford. That's a daddy hack right there. That's one of those you don't mind early in a count.
Yeah, you get that something you're looking for with no strikes.
Go ahead and take your chance.
Exactly. See if you can drive on the gap.
Well, as my buddy Mitch says, swing hard just in case you hit it.
It's a small park here, but it doesn't carry as well as, there's something about here is never.
That's away. That's good jump. On the wild pitch, he takes third. So 90 feet away, that's always better.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that the ball doesn't carry very well here. The flag's been like that. We've had 4 home runs already, Coach.
Have it already today?
Yeah. And some of those, you're just like, I didn't know if it was going to get out, and they got out.
Yep.
So, interesting.
Yeah, we played here. I played here, and we played here in high school until 2013, and it wasn't a
ground
ton.
ball. Oh, nice hands by Fletcher. Good stretch. And they strand one as Fletcher with the nice hands makes the play. We head to the bottom of the first inning with the Braves 0, Moberly coming up.
Rawlings Corporation, our platinum sponsor. Rawlings is renowned for their top-of-the-line sports.
Premier Pitching and Performance is committed to building training programs for pitchers that reduce the risk of injury and optimize performance with world-class technology, tools, and coaches. Visit premierpitching.com to see what sets us apart and start training smarter and earning your results.
All right, let's get to the batting order for the Moberly Sixers. Leading off is number 1, Ashton Hunt in the 2-hole. Number 3, Cooper Harvey in the 3-hole. Number 8, Jackson Engel in the 4-hole. Number 18, Anthony Ford in the 5-hole. Number 6, Nolan Samuel in the 6-hole. Number 23, Carson Irwin. In the 7-hole, number 12, Carson Fletcher. In the 8-hole, number 13, Luke Waltimate. And in the 9-hole, number 7, Cade Bohm. And defensively for this Brave squad, on the mound is Davin Weller. His battery mate behind the plate will be Easton Wilkinson. At first base, Cash Walford. At second base is Reagan Kuhlman. At third base, Kendon Wood. And at shortstop, Lane McCarter. In center field is Landon Langley, and he is flanked in left field by Jet Higdon and in right field by Jackson Scott. So, Coach, you got a lot of history here?
A lot of history here, yeah. I played high school and leisure ball here, and then with Board Jam Post 218, so been in the area. I played some little league games here at Ronsick Field. I grew up 10 minutes from here, so it's a lot of games, a lot of where they're playing or coaching here. won a state championship on this field back in 1989. Washington hosted the state championships that year, and we won it here.
That hadn't been that long ago, Coach.
89, no, it doesn't seem that long ago. Only
Pitching for
36 years ago.
Makes me feel younger.
leading off for Moberly.
Ashton Hunt at the plate.
Ashton Hunt.
Ball one. Coach, this is what's crazy. This young man right here, he's at third base. Jackson Engel is at the plate. He's at third base. They were tied in probably the best game of the state championship. Team that I thought was playing pretty well, Kirkwood. He takes off. That misses low. He takes off, steals home. Come to find out, I'm talking to Coach Hunt about this afterwards, and he says, I said, did you do that on your own? He goes, yep. And he did. And it was hilarious.
That's a dangerous play. You better know your teammates on that one.
Oh, man, because the coach, he said, he looked at his third base coach, Truesdale, and he says, can I go? And he says, heck no, you can't go. And sure enough, as soon as he did, he took off. And I was so glad because Jackson Engel was in the box, and he said, I saw him out of my peripheral, and he stepped away, stole the bat, stole home, and they won 2-1. That was the winning run.
Wow.
Ooh. Harvey kind of stabs at that.
Yeah, it's pretty brave going, but it's a big play when you win 2-1.
It was crazy.
What inning was that in?
I was in the late innings. I think it was in the sixth.
Wow.
It was late innings, and, he had just doubled. He was responsible for both runs. Oh, nice play by the first baseman. Oh, but he throws it into left field. Right play, just didn't execute it.
Yeah, it'd be interesting where the runner was. He kept to the inside. And
Number 8, Jackson Engel.
it's always an interesting play with the shortstop coming. If the shortstop's going to stay on the inside of the bag or try to cross, or where that play was made. So it's not an easy throw.
No, it's not. So Harvey's on with the fielder's choice, the throwing error. Ashton Hunt at second, and Moberly with their 3-hitter. Jackson Engel has something rolling here early in the ball game. You got these two guys that can swing the bat. I mean, this kid right here, Ford, does not get cheated. Everything looks like a daddy hack.
Yeah, these guys, some big boys, strong kids.
It's a pretty good 1-2 punch. And the one thing I like about Engel here, he'll take a walk. He won't just go up there just swinging away.
He's got the county once here now. And he
got the pitch.
He liked
That's
it.
a good fastball.
Yep.
I think it surprised him a little bit. That's, I think, the best fastball we've seen so far.
He's a little deceptive on his motion. He's got a little hitch there.
Three balls and a strike.
Yeah, it looks like the pitcher hides it pretty well.
Kind of comes out of his ear.
Yes. He's got a little bit of a turn there in his in the windup.
Weller has gotten behind on most of the accounts so far. He's down 3-1 here. That's a good fastball. 3-2. That's a good take, in my opinion, too, right there, Coach.
Yeah, this is nothing you're going to drive with one strike. You still got 2 strikes to play with. And if you're a good hitter, competent hitter, it shouldn't bother you.
And that's ball 4.
Paid off for the patience.
Number 18, Anthony Ford.
That's a good at-bat from Engel. And you got your guy you want with the runners on. Nobody is out, and Ford coming to the plate. And we got an early visit from the Coach Daryl Monroe.
Yeah, definitely not the guy you want to see if you're Ada coming to the plate. He's a big boy.
And the thing of it is, it's, I have a little more familiarity with this team, and you don't know. You can see some kids get off the bus and you go, oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, they can't hit.
Yeah.
And you're like, whew.
Yep.
But no, this young man, he can drive a baseball out of this ballpark pretty easy.
Yeah, if you're a number 4 hitter on a state championship team and you look like that, there's a reason you're there. He's got the good genetics. I'm sure he works at it hard too.
And as we've talked about this young man, he is an all-conference player in both basketball and football as well, folks. Out of Centralia High School here in Missouri. He just can't seem, Coach, to bring that fastball down.
No, he's struggling a little bit here.
Ooh, that was the pitch. Missed it. He knows it. That was the one he wanted.
Yeah, that's fortunate for A to get the pop-up. Now they're a ground ball away from getting out of this.
Absolutely. I think it's interesting when you see the pitchers in this and that fastball rides up, just trying to get yourself to slow down a little bit on the mound, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're just trying to figure it out, and he's gets to be off the wind up here with the bases loaded. Maybe somebody he's more familiar with, more comfortable with. You never know, but it gets behind again here.
Ball 1 to Nolan Samuel, the shortstop. Yeah, he's going to be a senior this year, high school senior. And misses outside for a 2-0 count.
Yeah,
got all the folks coming over, and you can call for him.
got my good buddy Martin, Coach Eckhoff here.
Oh, here he comes again.
Trying to steal home.
And he's out. And I think Coach Truesdale is like, he's not happy about that. I think that was, again, he did it again, and not the outcome he was looking for.
Not like in state tournament, I guess. Trying to read it there.
That's the second out. I think you got to give Samuel a chance to swing the bat here. I think Coach Truesdale's not happy with that situation. And there you go. That's a run.
Yep, that cost him a run. He got the ground ball off the pitcher, and then now it's bases loaded again, but nothing home yet.
And I think Coach Hunt is not happy with his son at this point.
Yeah, the first inning's probably not where you want to try that, especially when you got your number 5 guy at bases loaded, 1 out.
Carson Irwin at the plate. Takes a ball. Fletcher hit 304/392 and 362. 4 doubles, 18 RBIs. Excuse me. That's I'm looking at the wrong name. There he is. He's down there. 312, 366, 453. Oh man, that was a big old hack.
Took a big.
Relax, 2-3. You're good, bud.
But Irwin, 15 RBIs. He's got 3 doubles and 3 triples on the season, Coach.
Yeah, we'll see if he shortens up here. It was a little long on that one. He really got in that swing.
A little bit. And like I said, early in the count, you see a fastball and you want to go get it.
Yeah, if you get what you want, drive it. You still want to keep them within yourself a little bit, and use those legs and those hips a little bit. Get the barrel out quick.
He's spread out a little more, looking like 2 strikes.
Looks like he's choked up a little bit too.
Yep. Good fastball up.
Yeah, that was a real good fastball.
And
Got out of it.
Has a heck of a job by Weller. Leaves the bases stranded, loaded. We head to the top of the second inning. Still no score.
One-of-a-kind subs and much more. Eat, drink, and enjoy from our concession stand. Brought to you by Big Boys Grilled Sub and Wings. We'd like to thank our grandstand sponsor, Exit 11. Coffee. Exit 11 has been elevating spirits in Washington and surrounding areas since 2015, creating a robust community of coffee lovers. Stop by any of our 3 locations here in Washington and stop by their booth behind the grandstand. We'd also like to thank our second grandstand sponsor, River City Music. River City Music has been Franklin County's one-stop shop from beginner to professional musicians since 2008. Stop by and visit their showroom and see what their selection has to offer.
All right, folks, want to thank our sponsor, the Hitting Zone. Hitting Zone in O'Fallon, Missouri. If you're looking for a place that you want to train hard, play harder, dominate the game, go check out the Hitting Zone, STL, in O'Fallon, Missouri. They got a great spot. Mitch Thomas, as always, Brian Patterson, some great instructors there at the Hitting Zone. If you want to dominate the game, go check it out. Memberships available. Rent cages for training for the off season. Get yourself ready to go. I know they got it also in there. There's some training, speed and agility training, weight training, all of the above. The Hitting Zone in O'Fallon, Missouri. The Hitting Zone, STL.com. All right. Second inning, Landon Langley, the center fielder, will be leading off here for the Braves.
Leading off for Ada.
Coach,
72
that's got to give the Braves a big lift in the dugout after getting out of that mess.
Yeah, a little bit of confidence for the pitcher. Get it. Moberly had, definitely a chance to take that lead. And you want to get that lead in a game like this. The lead, in any of these big games is crucial. It kind of lets you loosen up a little bit, play your game a little bit, less tight. But it's definitely Ada's going to be. We'll see it. See how much their dugout chirps, see how much they're into the game after that one.
2 balls and a strike.
And Moberly's got to keep their heads in it too. They can get down on that too.
Yeah, they had a good opportunity to jump out quick, and it kind of got deflated with the attempt to steal home. And that is foul. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And really everything Moberly had, it was kind of given to them by Ada with the walks and the error. I don't think they had to hit that inning, but so it would have been nice to get a lead with not getting a hit, because if that pitcher really gets on, then it could be in for a long day.
Yeah, it was 2 walks in the error, and you're right, Coach. And then they had the single by Samuel that infield,
Yep.
but nothing was hit out of the
nothing out of the infield.
Leadoff walk here for
Now batting number 20,
Langley.
Jet Higdon.
Jet Higdon coming to the plate, left fielder. A high chopper. That's going to be a tough play. Nice job by Ford over there, picking that ball up. Fletcher had to get rid of it quick, so moves the runner, though.
Yeah, not always an easy play if you don't play a lot of games on turf to be able to pick that. Those picks are different than on dirt, so you did a good job of just keeping the mitt there and letting it come right to him. But that's
Easton Wilkinson, the catcher, at the plate. Runner goes. Oh, he's safe. Get that more to the field side, and you got a chance to get him there.
Yeah, I mean, it's both teams being aggressive on the base pass. Tried to steal a home, with Moberly, and now we steal third. Definitely, and that's good to be a little aggressive. That can loosen you up a little bit too. That's a good coach move.
Strike 1 to Wilkinson. Oh, that's a heck of a job.
Yeah, for a kid that doesn't catch a whole lot, good job blocking it.
Wilkinson's 1-1. Popped foul, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's like that takes the squeeze out of the scenario with 2 strikes. Thought they might try to get a run home. I guess they're going to trust in put the ball in play here.
It's always interesting, the strategy of the game.
Yeah, it is. You want to get a lead here, like I said earlier, in these big games. To get a lead is It's big.
That's foul. And, Coach, you're in the box over there, and, people like, we always get the time. It always seems a lot slower out here than it is out there, right?
Oh, yeah. You're always thinking, like coaching third base, what's going to happen, what's pitch is coming, where the infield is, what everybody's looking. So it's definitely, there's a lot to think about, but you do it for so long, you get in the same situations over and over again, and you kind of know what you do in these certain situations, what you like to do as far as what, you just do what you do usually. So it's
and
different.
know if
it's
your
different
players can do it,
It's
right?
different kids,
Yeah.
but it's the same strategies you've used in the past.
But sometimes, you got to know if that player has the ability to execute that as
Exactly.
well, right?
There's, I've been second guessed on a lot of things. Why didn't you bunt here? Why didn't you do that there? I'm like, well, have you ever seen this kid bunt at practice? He can't bunt. It's like I would have loved to have bunt there.
Strike 3.
But there we go.
Gets the call at the knees. Wilkinson not liking that.
Now batting,
But that was a
15,
good pitch.
Jackson Scott.
Oh, we got a warning already.
One of those things where that's one of my pet peeves as a coach, watching strike 3. If it's anywhere close, you got to try to put the ball in play. You got to either foul it off or do something. But you also got the coach supporting his player there too.
That's
which is
your job,
interesting.
right?
Yeah,
It's your
yeah.
job.
So,
He'll take the warning. So brings up Jackson Scott to the plate. Strike 1.
And you knew after that warning, anything close was going to be strike 1.
Yeah. I mean, it was one of those 50-50 pitches. You're going to get it, you're not, and he got it.
Yeah, you better be
that's
swinging
it.
the bat.
Oh, that's that plate. That's the only thing so far I haven't liked about the ballpark is they need to bury that plate, Coach.
Yeah, we had that when we built ours at the high school at Borgia. We put a turf plate in. You get that plate sitting up on top of that turf. It's different.
terrible.
You don't have that on a dirt field, and then it costs Moberly there.
2 balls and a strike, and you can kind of see Harvey. He's affected by that. He's a little upset.
Yep.
He's a little upset. He's got to settle down here and just stay focused in on this count and not let it get too far away. 2-2. That is tough. It's the only thing I don't like about I see these, and I've seen regular plates in where they've had them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, if that's newer technology that they've been able to do that.
Yeah, those plates. Like I said, when we first had ours, we had a plate sitting on top, so I had them take it out. We didn't, I didn't want. We couldn't get it buried. The way it was set up. So just put a. We had to actually call the National Federation to see if we can put a turf plate in. I'm like, I know I've seen turf plates before, and they go, yeah, it's fine as long as it meets dimensions. Sew it in. So we sewed in a turf plate, and then it's just nice and smooth, just like the rest of the field.
We're heading to the top of the 3rd inning with the score 1-0 Braves.
Thank you, Modern Auto.
Folks, high-tech, high-impact. This inning is powered by Premier Pitching Performance. Premier, designed a cutting-edge, comprehensive assessment approach to decrease the risk of injury and improve performance with personalized strength, recovery, and pitching programs. If you want to train the right way, train smarter at one of Premier's facilities or remotely with a certified coach. Want to level up your game? Make sure you visit premierpitching.com and start your journey to dominate the zone. We want to thank Premier Pitching and Performance for being partnering with us as a sponsor here for the Mid-South Regional Championships. Carson Fletcher leading off here for Moberly. 1-0 ball game. That's strike one.
Looked a little more controlled there than he did in the first inning.
Right? Get those nerves out of the way and just now pitch. Curveball misses low and in. Ball one.
He's just got that little bit of herky-jerky as he's coming around. I would not want to hit against this guy.
Ground ball through the right side and a leadoff single for Carson Fletcher.
Good job, nice short stroke just to put it out there, find a hole.
You love it at the bottom of your lineup when guys aren't trying to do more than they're supposed to.
Exactly. We'll see what they do, if they're going to bunt here, or try to move them or run it themselves.
Luke Waltimate, the left fielder, at the plate. Doesn't square. Takes strike one.
Yeah, he's not up in a box, so it looks like he's just going to – he's back in a box. He's going to swing away, it looks like. Not much of a lead at first.
Nice block back there by the catcher, Wilkinson. Ooh, fouled it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. They're set pretty good up the middle there, double play depth. They want to turn this.
Yeah, watching those two guys up the middle, watching and between innings, they move well.
Another foul ball.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed about Moberly and Ada between innings, they take those practice ground balls like they're at game speed. They're making good plays. I like that look from them, and they're not lackadaisical with that.
I'd like to go out and see guys go out and focus in when they head out, right, Coach?
Exactly. You want to, you tell your kids all the time, you make yourself better. I mean, those are practice, those are chances, those are make it as game-like as possible.
That's a good take. With 2 strikes there, you've been battling, seeing that early, and laying off that curveball there. Ground ball, foul. That'd have been a tough play to get Waltimate.
Yeah, to get either of those guys, I think that would have been an infield hit for sure if it had stayed fair.
That's a long throw.
Yes, it is from a third, at the high school level. It's a long throw at any level, really, but especially for these guys.
Off the end of the bat, but foul.
He's battling in there, keep himself there. See if something good comes of it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Get a new baseball here. I don't blame him. Take that one out. Might be a cut in that baseball. Looks like there may be. If I was a pitcher, I'd be like, I ain't telling nobody.
Yeah, just take it.
I think Blue was over there going, I don't think we can play with that baseball. That's a great fastball up in the zone. Got him to chase it, and he goes down on strikes.
Yeah, well, I'm going to guess that's probably a 4-seamer just staying up. That seems to be in vogue these days, back to the 4-seam again.
It looks like he's up into the mid 80s there with that, Coach.
Yeah, I would say he's right there.
He hasn't – I don't think he's been as effective with the curveball yet as he'd like to be, but he's been good with his fastball.
Yeah, he's bounced a couple of curveballs. But yes, he's spotting a fastball a little bit better this inning after the couple walks in the first. Definitely getting comfortable. And that's what, we talked about with Moberly. Hopefully they didn't, for their sake, they didn't give away a chance there in first.
One ball, 1 strike. Fletcher over there is making him work just a bit. Make sure I don't think he's going to steal the bag or anything.
He's getting a little more aggressive with his lead.
Yep.
Oh,
Sometimes the pitcher is like, "Oh, I'm going for no, I got to go to second."
Yeah, that was a. I think they're lucky to get one on that one because the way he came throwing it, I thought that ball was going to end up in center field for a second there. He definitely just kind of darted it there. But he'll take one there to get 2 outs here.
Absolutely. So Bohm is at first on the fielder's choice. Lead off, Ashton Hunt. Bunts. And that's going to be a tough play to get him. And he's safe. Speed.
Yeah, he's got some speed there. He's dangerous. You know, aggressive kid with speed. You know, he reminds me of a guy I played with in high school. Derek Hoffman, same way. Bunt, run, did whatever. Ended up playing at Arkansas State. But he's that kid kind of reminds me of him. Kind of very daring out there.
Brings up the pitcher, Cooper Harvey, with a chance to drive in a run here. And nobody at the bag.
Well, Moberly's got a shot again to get on the board.
Harvey drives one, and it's down in the gap. Hunt's on his way to third. And the pitcher helping himself.
Definitely. Good piece of hitting, went with it. Nice hard line drive out to left field. Didn't try to do too much and got him on the board there. Now we'll, first and third, 2 outs to see what they got. They got the guy they won on third again. We'll see how aggressive they are and if they got any plays up their sleeve here.
Oh, I don't think he's coming home, Coach.
No, I don't think he's coming home. I don't think he's stealing home again. But I wouldn't,
Jackson Engel at the plate now. Chance to take the lead. Oh.
Hey, you're ready.
Just couldn't, just a little late on that.
Yeah, we'll see if they got any kind of early steal or delayed steal from the guy on first and see if they can put another guy in scoring position or see if Ado make a mistake. Use some speed to steal a run here. Oh, 2 would be the time to do it.
Hunt at third, Harvey at first. It's an 0-2 pitch here. Tries to climb the ladder. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looks like he's going to trust his hitter to try to get this guy home.
And you got your pitcher out there. Maybe not want to put him too much harm's way.
I mean,
no,
he's probably good. Yeah, he's a good base runner. He's up in the line. There's go. Oh. Looked like he was going there, but he's up in the lineup for a reason. He's, I'm sure he does other things besides pitch. So I wouldn't worry about him too much. He's probably feels pretty comfortable. He's played pretty comfortable out there.
Jackson Engel on the year, 333/474 and 486. He's got 17 RBIs on the season. There he goes. Nope. He's bluffed now a couple times. And he's still, Weller's still having trouble with that curveball. He has not been able to get on top of it, Coach.
Yeah, if he's can't throw that for a strike, they're gonna get used to his fastball, and then they'll, they're already one time through the lineup, and you see the kid get the hit to left center second time up, seeing it, and then we'll see as we move further along in the game. The more chances you see, the more pitches you see from a guy, the more moves in the hitter's favor.
Another fastball fouled off. Got the wiffle ball field over there working full speed.
Is that what's going on over
there?
there?
Yeah, it's got some wiffle ball happening over.
Got all kind of stuff going on here.
First base over there. They've been playing wiffle ball all day. Another fastball fouled off.
He's seeing the fastball. He's right on it.
Good PP, you're good.
He's got a 2-2 count. He might try that curveball again here to see if he can get one across.
I think you got to flip it up there just to change.
Yeah, just change it up for him.
something,
Yeah, I think this would be a time for it.
You might get him to chase too. There it is. Oh, mercy! Hung it.
Yeah, he didn't miss it. He might have been thinking like us. Here comes the curveball. I've seen too many fastballs.
Yeah.
Yep, second time seeing him and seeing a bunch of pitches. He was on him. He was on him the last couple of pitches. A lot of those foul balls, you just straight back.
So Weller hangs the curveball. Angle bangs it into left field for an RBI single. All this with 2 outs, and here comes Ford with first and second and 2 outs.
The scary thing was it's probably one of his better curveballs. It
Right.
was in the zone. He hadn't been able to throw it in the zone for a while. He might have been better off throwing it out of the zone there.
So Coach checking, making sure he's got his visits in place. He's coming out to talk to his pitcher. And, you know, here, I would say, and I think they should, personally, you got catchers calling games more than not in these, correct?
Yeah, at our level, at the high school level, I let my catchers call the game.
Yeah.
Different coaches do different things. I mean, I don't know Legion has the same rules as far as using the communication devices now. I'm not for sure. I know we
I don't think they have yet.
Because we got the communication between the catcher and the coach where I can talk to the catcher. He can't talk with me. He can hear what I'm saying. So, you know, it's a lot easier to call games now than what it used to be. But we really just train our guys in practice, and they call their own games, during the game. But, you know, some coaches, they, want that control too. You know, it just kind of depends on the coaching style and the preference.
So here's Ford. It's 1 ball, no strikes after the visit.
Kind of depends on your staff too, how many guys you got to do different jobs.
Coach was hollering at him to step off. I didn't know what was going on there. Trying to see if somebody wasn't in position yet or something. You got the wind picking up a little bit out to left field too, Coach.
Yeah, you can feel it coming across here.
You can see the flag starting to blow a little bit towards left field. That's the most we've seen from the flags pretty much all day. Ooh, and that was a big old hack.
Yeah, he wanted that one.
1 ball, 1 strike. He was trying to, I think, deposit in the trees over there.
Kind of like, he's got a nice wide stance. I kind of like this where he doesn't do too much with his body. The less movement, the less you got to fix if something's wrong. So.
2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch count getting up in this inning here for Weller as well. We saw that in the earlier games, guys early in the game, throwing a lot of pitches in the first and second innings.
Yeah, there's that curveball again. He couldn't get it down.
He has not landed it at all. Oh, that ball is crushed and is going to be gone. Anthony Ford with a 3-run home run here in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah. Number 4 hitter did just what you put him there for to do. He didn't miss that one. Put it out in the trees off a branch out there.
Oh my
He got into that
gosh.
one.
That's 375 at least, Coach.
Yeah, that was a shot just left there to 354 of the flag. Yeah, he hit that well, and you talked about that wind changing a little bit.
Yes,
I don't know if it helped it or not. I don't think he needed the win with that one though.
That's 5 runs here in the bottom of the second inning, and the Sixers taking advantage here with 2 outs. And a grounder back to the pitcher, and he tossed it over. And that'll be it as Moberly jumps on Weller big here, and the 3-run bomb by Anthony Ford gives them a 5-run lead. We head to the top of the third.
It's gonna be a good one.
Gonna be a good one.
Definitely a different type of process.
Cut down or freeze up.
Being a coach's son.
Jackson, of course, they keep retooling. One stone to face, a hit by pitch. Oh my goodness. We want to thank you folks for joining us here on the broadcast here on Youth Baseball Midwest. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe. Hit that dinger next to it. It's not the home run like Ford just hit, but it sure does get you notifications for our live events, our podcast. You can join our podcasts every week. Baseball Talk, The Hitting Zone with Mitch Thomas, Brett Graves, and the Keep Climbing podcast. We've got our baseball moms, Jen Mayberry. We're going to get her back in the studio, back talking baseball moms. I love that. I love that segment. I really do. I always love the mom's perspective because moms are an integral part of the baseball community. And we just love that part of it, and Jen does a great job. Make sure you're subscribed. Youth Baseball Midwest, the most comprehensive youth baseball talk in the Midwest. That's what we're working towards, folks. We appreciate you being here. And I want to thank again Coach Struckoff, head coach here at St. Francis Borgia, for joining us on the call. Coach, as a pitcher, when you walk back out on the mound here, what's your mindset?
Feeling pretty comfortable. You got the 5-1 lead here in the third, and it's not enough, just to throw it, down the middle here. But you got to hit your spot shit. But you trust your defense. You want to make sure, that it's not, you don't want to give up a walk or anything like that. You want to,
Especially no leadoff walks.
Exactly.
Right?
Just go at them. See what they got.
Clint Harless puts a good swing on a Ford on the backhand. If you're scoring at home, folks, that's 3 unassisted.
And that's, nice play by the first baseman, but, just a good pitch, too. He, like I said, he trusted his defense. He threw the ball there and got the first out. He got the lead, got an out, and, everybody's feeling comfortable out there now.
Back to the top of the order, Kendon Wood, who walked and was thrown out at second base.
A real good job of getting ahead there again. Nothing worse than having a lead and sitting out on a hot summer day and watching your pitcher throw balls. That's sitting out there in the fields, especially on the hot turf. But he's doing a good job trying to get his team back in there and hit again.
That's good off speed right there. Changed it up. Dropped in the slider a little bit there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Goes up with the fastball. Change in ice. Is that still as much a thing in pitching, changing the eye line?
Yeah, you try to do that, especially if you're
he got that one, Coach. I think that is out of here. Kendon Wood on a 2-2 pitch drives the ball. That's a home run.
Yeah, another home run here today. Making me look bad saying the ball doesn't fly here. We got 6 home runs here today, 2 in this game. But as a player and as a coach, high school kids, you want to feel that kids can't hit home runs, and you don't want to just all have to have all doubles and triples all the time and no chance for a home run. Here you hit it. If you hit it well, it should be a home run. So and he got it well.
As Coach said, that's the 6th home run here today. It's been a hit fest.
That's amazing here.
It is ball 1. Reagan Kuhlman reached on a fielder's choice, fouls that one back. It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, I'd like to know how many home runs have been hit here this whole summer. Actually, it'd be interesting. It might not be 6.
what I think is interesting, we've seen some really good pitchers here today throughout this throughout these first 3 games. And, Coach, it's been offensive. These guys have come to hit.
Yeah, and there's some big, strong kids you look at. There's some athletic-looking kids, and the pitchers seem to be throwing a little. They've got some good juice on it. Sometimes the harder you throw it, the farther it goes when you make good contact. So
Harvey follows it up with the strikeout. Angle holds on to it. Have to go get the baseball.
Hate to see that. That's another coaching pet peeve. Get a strikeout, and then you throw it away on the.
Well, Ashton Hunt can play second base, but his normal position is center field. But with Angle behind the plate, you've moved Samuel, who is normally at second, to short, and Hunt has come in to play second base.
Move a lot of guys around.
And that's on the swing. That's 1 ball, 1 strike.
It'll be interesting how long the coaches knew that the kid wasn't going to be here to play.
He didn't. And honestly, I had conversations with all these coaches getting ready for this, talking to them about things. And Coach Hunt, he said that they had a vacation plan with their grandparents, and they're getting up in age. And I think that he's got some issues physically. And it was a vacation with the grandparents. And Coach Hunt even said, you know what? You don't know how much time you have. That's your grandparents. You go do what you got to do. And with the physical ailments, they don't know. And family first.
Exactly. Yeah. With that as a backstory, that makes sense.
Absolutely. That ends the inning. The home run by Kendon puts 2 runs on the board for the Braves. We head to the bottom of the third, 5-2, Moberly. Hitting Zone podcast, or the Hitting Zone in O'Fallon, Missouri. Go to the hittingzone.stl.com. Check out all the great opportunities there for your opportunity for training at the Hitting Zone. All right, leading off here for Moberly in the third is number 23,
Carson Irwin.
Carson Irwin.
He's got a nice flat swing, keeps his barrel in the zone pretty long. One thing with that type of swing, though, you got to make sure you got to have a quick bat. Otherwise, a lot of balls will shoot to right field.
He's quickly down 0-2. Ooh, that's a tough one to take right there, Coach.
Yeah, definitely. I think
as a catcher,
would not have been a surprise for him to call that strike
I
three.
know. I think catch one. He's talking to Blue about it, and that's good. That's what you do. You got to talk to him.
Yep.
Just as long as it's respectful.
Exactly.
Develop the relationships, and if you're doing that, Blue's going to tell you what he saw, and you go to the next pitch. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. Glove up. Nice job by the right fielder out there. That is Jackson Scott for out number 1.
Number 12.
Yeah, he did do a good job getting that glove up there. A little bit of sun field out there. I remember a lot of games playing right field here when I was in high school in Legion ball. It can get rough out there, so you got to learn how to shield that sun away and be able to make that play.
Yeah, that 7 o'clock game is going to be a little tough.
Yeah, it's coming at you.
That's a strike. See, and I like that. I know the catcher, Wilkinson, didn't catch that, but it's still a strike. I know there are a lot of umpires that won't call that a strike because he didn't catch it, but that's
it's
still a strike.
Yeah, where it crosses. I mean, it's where it goes through. I hate if an umpire tells me, "Oh, you didn't catch it. If you'd have caught it, I might have called him." Like, no, that's not your job to catch the ball. This is your job to catch it. Your job is to call the pitch.
That's right. Carson Fletcher, who singled and was stranded. Oh no, excuse me. He was erased on the going a second on the fielder's choice. 2 balls, 1 strike. And another shot into right field. Fletcher staying on that outside pitch, not trying to do too much, and banging out singles.
Yeah, nice quick little stroke there.
Number 13, Luke.
Line drive out to right field.
Waltemate, who struck out his first at bat, is at the plate.
It's another Moberly hitter on top of the plate. They're right. They're hovering over it.
And that's ball 1. And I think sometimes it's tough for some of these catchers. I think these Blues, they've had real strike zones.
Yeah, he's been real consistent. He's doing a good job here.
Oh, that's a great bunt. Waltemate moves the runner.
Interesting watching the pitcher field. He doesn't look too comfortable throwing to the bases once he's fielded it. He's almost got the same hitch he does when he pitches, just a tad, but it's just slower. So they may think about bunting some more here and see if he'll throw one away. Not in this situation though. 2 outs.
Bohm, who reached on the fielder's choice, scored on the home run by Ford, on the single by Angle. Takes ball 1. You're getting back through your order again here in the 3rd inning, Coach. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So this will be the
leadoff
second
coming
time
next.
through.
Yeah.
And I think the kid on the mound, Weller, he's not pitched. He's pitched pretty well.
Yeah, I'd take him. He's got good deceptive delivery. He's got some juice in the fastball. Like I said, he's just, the problem is he hasn't been able to locate his off speed. So now Moberly's kind of sitting on that fastball.
2 balls, no strikes.
And it seems to be a fairly straight fastball.
Yeah.
So you took a little off on that one.
That's where you'd like, if your 4 seam doesn't move much, get to that 2, start working towards the 2 seam, get a little run on your fastball. That's fouled, and it's going to be caught. Nice job by the first baseman not to give up on that. Gets over, makes the catch. We head to the top of the 4th inning, 5-2 Sixers.
Washington's local newspaper covers the top headlines such as election details, sports team updates, and local stories in Washington and the surrounding communities. A special thanks to Bill Battle, sports editor for the Missourian, for his support and coverage of Post 218 baseball and the Mid-South Regional.
Davin Weller, 68 pitches. 68 pitches for Davin Weller.
I know.
Thank you for watching Youth Baseball Midwest. We appreciate you being here. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast today. Subscribe, hit the dinger. Not a home run, but I like dingers. So it's a bell, so it's a dinger, and that's notifications. That's our dinger right there, Coach.
I like dingers too when they're my team hitting them.
Cash Wofford at the plate. It is ball one.
Number 10, Cash Wofford.
Landon Langley and Jet Higdon. And that's a strike. Harvey, other than the home run, has kind of settled in here. And as we see him start in the top of the fourth, he's back around the zone. And a ground ball to Hunt.
It's a good way to start it for Moberly. Get that first out.
Brings
Now
up
batting number 5,
Landon Langley. Langley walked and scored, stole a base in the second inning. Popped up, shallow right field. Hunt under it. Tough play. Nice job making that catch.
Yeah, that was what they call a major league pop-up there. That was up there in a sky with not too many clouds in it. It's not an easy play. So especially, going backwards from second base. So, but he's a good athlete. He stayed with it and made the play.
Start wondering when it's going to come down.
Exactly. Hopefully it comes down your glove too.
And those are always that's the ones I like right there. That's baseball economics for me, Coach. One pitch, one out.
Yeah, he's getting through it. 2 quick outs here in the fourth.
Because I always, everybody talks about the immaculate inning, 3 pitches, 9 pitches and strike. No. Yeah. I mean, you took too long. Give me 3 pitches, 3 outs, and I'm back in the dugout.
Exactly. Get the bats going again.
2 balls and a strike here. Good pitch on the inside half. In high school, Coach, we see this a lot. Kids rarely seem to come inside.
And I think, especially in the last couple of years, there's so many kids that are on top of the plate. The coaches teach that now to be on top of the plate, and they get, a lot of times they'll get hit by pitches and take the base, and they almost cuts that plate in half for them. So it makes it a little easier to hit. But be able to do that, you've got to have some bat speed too. You can't just be on the plate and not be a guy that can't get the barrel out.
Higdon bangs a single, a 2-out single into left field. On a 3-2 count, extends the inning, brings up Easton Wilkinson, the catcher.
And I've seen a number of times where pitches I thought were probably strikes, and kids are getting hit on their hands or on their arms, and
popped up on the infield. Samuel underneath it. Out number 3. So the 2-out single is stranded. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning, 5-2, Moberly.
Make sure to pick up your Mount Mid-South Regional souvenirs over at the Bedrovich Souvenir booth behind the grandstands. Bedrovich is a St. Louis-based construction business providing superior service with a commitment to safety, excellence, and teamwork. And special thanks to Wildflower Ridge for sponsoring our gate. Wildflower Ridge is one of the premier wedding and events venues serving the western St. Louis, Missouri area since opening in October of 2022.
Harvey, 60 pitches, 60 pitches. Harvey.
Folks, if you heard Game7Baseball.com, then you've been watching Youth Baseball Midwest for quite some time. Since 2017, Game 7 Baseball has partnered with Youth Baseball Midwest, and we've been happy to partner with them. Go check out their fall schedule at Game7Baseball.com. Got a couple events down in Branson, one in the Recplex, one at Ballparks of America, always fun. And 8 at the WAC out in Warrenton, the Warrenton Athletic Complex. Got an event coming up, I think it's the first one here at Ozzy's Sports Complex. Game7Baseball.com. You tell Dave and Dave Bryan from Youth Baseball Midwest sent you. Here we go, leading off, Ashton Hunt. Back to the top of the order again here. Through 4 innings, Coach. You got 3 times through.
Yeah, this could be a big inning for Moberly. Got the 3-run lead. They can put a couple more runs. They got the guys they want up here. Be big for them. Ada can get out of this with nothing. They got a chance to get back in it.
0-2. Hunt fouls that one off. Stays alive.
Miller and Funeral Home, your foul ball sponsor of today's game.
Weller's kind of one of those pitchers I like. He's kind of a no-nonsense guy. Gets up on the mound, gets a sign, goes. He doesn't waste a lot of time. He's not, he'll take the breath when he needs to.
That's the kind of guy you like playing defense behind, guys that work quick. Should overthrow it a little bit there.
Not falling asleep in your shoes.
No. The wind's picking up again out there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's really kind of, Stays up. So he was up 0-2. Now it's full. Good job by Hunt to work this count back in. He's fouled a couple off. Working on a quab. Nice at bat here. It's going to be the 9th pitch of the at bat. Here to lead off the 4th. Who's going to win it? I think this is a big spot here.
Yeah, big spot. Yeah.
And gets the walk. So Hunt with a tremendous at bat to lead off the 4th with a walk after being down 0-2.
Yeah, I wonder what our pitch count is on the pitcher. He's getting up there here in the 4th.
Yeah, he's had some deep counts through here, Coach. Cooper Harvey, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored, helping his own cause. Ooh. Gotta love the dugout, right? Come on, man.
Still having fun in the dugout. Got some younger guys over there probably just having a good time here at the regional.
They do have a lot of young kids. In fact, Moberly, they've got, as I said, Ford is at 26, Waltamate's at 26. That ball is hammered, and one hops the wall. Harvey on his way to second. Coach Truesdale's going to send him, and the play is drops the baseball, and the runner is safe. Harvey having himself a day at the plate. Hunt scores all the way from first base, and here comes Coach. I think that's going to probably be it today, Coach.
Yeah, that's an aggressive play with nobody out, and your number 3 hitter coming up, but you get good speed, and the catcher couldn't handle the throw on the hop, so they got away with it.
Way to go, Cookie Scott.
And that's going to be it for Davin Weller, who leaves the ball game down 6-2, and we've got a new pitcher. That looks like number 13. Help me out there, guys. We got the camera angle over there, Coach. Is that number 13, guys, in the trailer? Number 13 coming in here, and I don't see a number 13 jersey on the roster here, so that's always what's tough. Huh. Well, let me check something else here. I know we got this, so this will be the closer thing to it. Tyler Keeling. I am not quite sure. We'll see. Number 13, big, tall, lanky guy's throwing a few balls to the backstop already. So it'll be interesting what you get here. That's a tough outing for Davin Weller. I don't think he pitched bad, but the problem that we saw, and that really became the issue, is he couldn't land his off-speed, Coach.
Yeah, once you, like I said, that third time through the lineup, Moberly had seen that fastball enough, and that's really all you really had today. So it ends up, gets a little easier for you as a hitter. The less you have to worry about, the easier it is to focus in on one pitch.
Jackson Engel, big hop, out number 1.
Good job by 13, just coming in, throwing strike right off the bat, getting out, doing what a reliever should do.
Ford now coming to the plate. He walked and, popped out today. Oh my goodness. Getting the Barry Bonds treatment. I'm an old guy. I guess that would be Aaron Judge nowadays.
Yeah. No, but it's, smart coaching move. He sets a double play here. Getting the guy that homered last time up, and now he's got a double play set up. If you can get the right pitch, and he got it.
Oh, and the pitcher knocks it down, and no play.
Man, he had it when he wanted. Got the ground ball right back, and just couldn't handle the ground ball.
Sometimes I know the infielders are always like, don't touch it.
It's just reaction. It's one of those things, those pitchers, easy to say, but you're gonna
to do,
yeah,
right?
you're gonna something coming back at you hot. You're gonna throw that glove up.
It's a self-preservation.
Yeah, it is. You just hope he doesn't throw his pitching hand up to try to knock it down. Moberly can break this open here.
Irwin, a big swing on the first pitch. He's 0 for 2 right now. Bases are full of Sixers. It is a big opportunity. 6-2 ball game. Popped up. Is he going to have enough room? Oh, and a catch.
Yep. Yeah,
Harvey tagged, but
nice play by the first baseman, but that catch was almost not at the back of the plate. I was wondering what he was going to do, if he was going to just watch it, or I knew Moberly was watching there to see if they could, steal one on a tag up there.
that was a heck of a play. Almost overran it. Still got back. That's 2 outs now.
Yeah, there's a lot of foul territory here at Ronsick Field. They almost got as much turf in foul territory as do on the field.
Carson Fletcher's 2 for 2. And he's got an opportunity to make some noise here. One ball, one strike. Ooh, fouled it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, this pitcher's doing a good job of throwing strikes.
Yeah, because he looked a bit wild there. And then all of a sudden he's coming in, he's just pumping the zone. Oh, good fastball.
Gets
Fletcher down on strikes, and they leave the bases loaded, but they get one more. We go to the top of the fifth, 6-2 Sixers.
American Legion and Post 218. The Sons of the American Legion is a nonprofit group made up of male descendants of people who served honorably in the U.S. Armed Forces during World War I or since December 7, 1941. Post 218, based in Washington, Missouri, is a veterans organization that welcomes both past and present U.S. service members. We truly appreciate the support from these fantastic organizations.
Game to the next level. That is your zone. Train hard, play harder. Welcome to the Hitting Zone. O'Fallon, Missouri. Go check them out. thehittingzonestl.com. All right. Harvey back out on the mound. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jackson Scott leading off here for the Braves. Down 6-2, and a swing and a miss.
That was a nice pitch, off speed. I tell you, the catcher back there, he for a kid, if usually a shortstop, he looks like he's been back there before. It's not the first time. He looks pretty smooth back there the way he receives.
Little flare, line drive. Samuel out number 1.
Nice little pitch there, gets one off the end of the bat. Just keeps pumping the strikes.
Now batting number 18, Clint
It's
Harris.
been since the first inning. Harvey's been he's been pretty good. He's given up a hit or two, scattered.
Yeah, he's a solid left. He's really hitting his spots. Good off speed, as most of them do.
He's headed to Moberly area community college.
Come on, Coop. Go.
2-0.
Yeah, they got a number of kids going to Moberly the way it looks.
Yeah.
Got some good kids coming.
I think the middle of that state right there, State Fair's starting to, show some good stuff. Moberly area up there. And you know this well, Coach, playing high school baseball. The middle part of that state, there's some really good high school baseball being played there.
Yeah, there's a ton. You get in that region, the teams they're always competitive at the state tournament, and I think a couple years ago, I think 4 out of the 6 teams were from Mid-Missouri that won the state championship. So a lot of good schools up there hitting. I'm not going to mention just 1 or 2. They're all good in all classes. Oh, they've always played good baseball up that direction.
Clint Harless gets the 1-out walk, and the leadoff hitter Wood walked and hit a solo bomb in the top of the 3rd inning. So not necessarily the guy you want to face with runners on base.
Oh, I got it.
Ground ball back up the middle. Hunt, just off his glove. Harless rounds, coming to 3rd, and the throw is high, and he is out. Nice throw by Cade Bohm.
That was a heck of a throw. That was what are they doing?
Number 22,
And he is out.
Coleman.
Heck of a play by the third baseman to get that tag down with the throw being a little up. He jumped up, made a nice snag, and got the tag down before the runner could get there. It's a close play.
So out number 2, Wood takes second on the throw to third. And Reagan Kuhlman at the plate takes strike 1. He is 0 for 2 today, on with the fielder's choice. And the throw goes into center field. Wood to third.
Tow truck out in right field getting a little brave with all the home runs going today.
I tell you.
Get close to the fence there.
I think this is all, they're getting set up for the festivities.
Yeah, the opening ceremonies here.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike. You know, the pickoff play there, you know, with the runner at second, as it's, you know, you see a play there, I think, you know, as a shortstop coach, you want him just kind of knocking the ball down.
Yeah, you hate to see that to move out in center field there where the guy can move up. You know, they're trying to make a play, trying to get that third out. They got a little bit of a lead, so it's not a play it's not a terrible play or anything like that. With 2 outs, you know, the guy you get the battery out of it anyway.
That's a foul ball.
But you're right that you know, if the shortstop can just knock it down, not worry about, you know, if it's not a great throw, you know, just keep in front and see another pitch. The guy on second. But staying aggressive with the lead.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's sometimes those things, you know, you're kind of moving around positions, but still he's a middle infielder, you know, transitioning, you know, hey, I'm only going to receive a really good throw. The rest, I'm just going to try and put my body in front, keep that runner there. And learning how to have that experience, that mindset, it's not an easy thing.
No, it's not, and you got a lefty coming at you too, so it's a different look on the throw, maybe from other picks you've seen.
And Harvey blows the fastball by Kuhlman to end the inning. They strand 1, and we head to the bottom of the 5th. 6-2 Moberly.
Cooper Harvey, 75 pitches. 75 pitches for Cooper Harvey.
Local Electric, located in Union, Missouri, has been a proud supporter of Post 218 baseball. Local Electric is the place to go for your residential and commercial electric needs from local professional electricians. Looking to buy name brand furniture, appliances, TVs, computers, and much more? Find it at the home of the worry-free guarantee at Rent-A-Center. With free delivery, curbside pickup, all with a 4 to 6 month same as cash option. You can rent easily with your local Rent-A-Center in Washington, Missouri.
All right, folks, Prime Sports, 3 locations in the St. Louis area, Fenton, Chesterfield, St. Peters. You can also order online at primesportsmw.com. The official team store of Missouri American Legion Baseball. If you want some gear from Missouri American Legion Baseball, go to the MissouriAmericanLegionBaseball.org. Go to the team store. From Prime Sports, they will get you taken care of. Fast delivery. Anything you need for baseball and softball, check out Prime Sports, primesportsmw.com. Luke Waltemate to the plate, followed by Cade Bone back to the top of the order with Ashton Hunt, and that is ball 1.
We'll see if 13 on the mound can be as efficient as he was last inning when he came in relief.
He was. He got attacked the zone. I liked his fastball. And, you know, you're at the bottom of the order. If you're going to get to the top, you want to get these 2 guys here. That's a little change-up action. Looked like took something off, Coach.
Yeah. It was a good pitch. Good pitch. Not expecting that 1-0 looking fastball.
1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled off the plate.
Even though he's a righty, he's definitely a different look than the first kid on the mound.
Fouls off another pitch. That's a good spoil right there.
Yeah, good piece of hitting, keeping himself in. There were 2 strikes. He's choked up.
Line drive into left field. And Luke Waltimate has his first hit of the ball game.
Yeah, Brian, you're right. You know, this is get bottom to the top here. This could be a big inning for Moberly. We'll see if they try to move him here.
If you're Keeling here, you've got to be thinking all you need is a ground ball here. Oh, that's a good bunt. And he throws it over his head. Tried to tag him. And just, that's tough.
Yeah, it's a good bunt. You know, you field it. You know, you're trying to make the right play. You know, if you don't have to throw it, it's a better play to tag. But he just didn't have it lined up, and he misjudged the speed of the runner, and ended up having to try to toss it over his head to first base, and that's never a good thing when you're trying to toss it over somebody's head, especially the runner.
I don't know, even on the toss, if he was going to get him. It was going to be close.
Yeah, it was going to be close. You're right. It was a good piece of coaching there, just to try to move the runner with the bottom of the order, and you know, good things. Sometimes good things, you know, better things turn out than what you expect.
Second and third, top of the order, Ashton Hunt, who has walked twice, singled, scored twice. He's having himself a pretty good day at the top of the order here. And grounded to the short, off the shortstop, ate him up. Two big hops, and he just got on him.
Yeah, it's tough when you're playing in. You're not used to that depth and a hard ground ball. It's quick turf. Got on him pretty quick. If he could have made a play, he would have a chance at home, but just kind of handcuffed him there a little bit.
Tough try there.
It's more
7-2.
It's one of those situations where a shortstop has to turn to a third base when they're being that close, almost like a hot corner play.
And Cooper Harvey, he is 2 for 3, single, double, and drives one. Oh, and a catch made. Tagging is Bohm, and he scores on the sac fly from Harvey. Hunt back to first. Boy, he kind of snow-coned that one, Coach.
Yeah, that was a nice play, though. That's a hard play. Lucky, it's better when a lefty hits it, though. It kind of comes at you. It doesn't quite have as much hook on it as a righty would have. A tail a little more on him, but he made a good play. Wind kind of blowing in from that way. Hit it hard, though. I thought it was going to for sure get over his head, but nice play by the right fielder.
Jackson Engel at the plate. Ball one.
Tow truck driver couldn't have felt good with that one coming at him out there.
Line drive, Jackson Engel. And the hits continue for this Moberly squad.
He went down and got that one.
Number 18,
Interesting
Anthony
approach with
Moore.
no strikes, but he hit it hard. Moberly's just aggressive at the plate here. They're feeling real confident, got the lead, and they're just putting it on them here.
And really, they intentionally walked forward the last time, but you got first and second. You really don't want to do that here because, well, you still have double play in order, but
yeah, you got to pitch to him here. Hopefully, hopefully he puts one in the ground somewhere and he can turn two or at least get one.
It's ball one. It's one out.
Thought he might try to junk him up a little bit here, try to get that ground ball, but
see if you can get him to swing through some stuff here.
That changeup, get a rollover on changeup.
Two and 0. Maybe some of the you see some of the emotions here a little bit with the Braves there.
Yeah, they're not used to losing. 36-3 on the season.
3-0. Sometimes it's good to lose during the season, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah,
maybe more than you may.
Yeah, yeah. You like to win as much, but it does, especially at least have close games.
Yeah.
And make yourself have to come back. Hopefully, it's not all games where you just dominate the whole time because you don't know what it's like to have to come back. So those close ones, I'll go undefeated with all one-run games. I'll take that any day of the week. But no, it's just having these kind of games, just the confidence to play in these types of situations is key. And that's what playing better competition gets you. It gets you this type of experience.
A couple of runs here. 4 runs. We're 4 runs away from a run rule game here.
Which is crazy to be the second one in a row in a regional.
I think game 1 was as well.
Was it?
Yeah.
And really, the pitching's been Ada's pitching's been fine.
Well, and here when I was looking at this and talking about some of these teams here, Moberly, not only the Sixers have the second best ERA to that Brosier Phillies team. 1 ball, 1 strike. They a 305 team batting average. They slash 432. The slug isn't probably as much as some of the other teams at a 398. But 51 doubles, 12 triples, still, 226 runs. They just do it a little differently than everybody else.
Yeah, they're a pretty complete team. If you get the pitching and you can hit like that and score enough runs, it doesn't matter how much slugging you got. You can put some runs on the board. It looks like they bunt a little bit, take advantage of some things. So do a little bit of everything.
Good athletes. And I think sometimes, Coach, you get into this setting, you're playing some teams that you haven't played before, maybe doing a little different, and you have to try not to lose your identity.
Exactly. You want to just do what you do, and hopefully it's enough to win some ball games.
Nolan Samuel, 2 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, and that's in the dirt. Still just 1 out.
That's a big pitch here.
And you don't want to just serve it up either. Ball 4.
Number 23, Carson Irwin.
9-2.
So we got basically the winning run is on first base now. They're all on base. So.
Yep. Excuse me there, folks, as we had to speak with Mr. Fletcher there.
Some friendly Moberly hitters here.
Yeah.
I'd be feeling pretty good, pretty friendly the way this game going also.
And, and that's the cool thing. We cover a lot of baseball here, so, not rooting for anybody in that respect or anything. We got a pitching change going here, Coach. Yep. But as it is, you've seen what we do. We live streamed a high school game with you guys at Blair Oaks.
Oh, yep.
I take the time. I try to talk to the players as much as possible. Talked with some of the players that you've coached, not only here, the young man Malincroft.
Lane
Malincroft.
Yeah. Yep.
Really like it. Nice young man.
Yes.
Very personable young man.
Yeah, and those guys will appreciate you, Brian. I mean, just doing this kind of stuff for youth baseball, it's something, you had a spot, you filled a big spot that we didn't have, and we all appreciate it, from the coaches to the players to the fans. It's a pretty cool thing. It kind of, as a player, you feel like guys going to come in, put their games out here on YouTube and things like that on the internet. It's kind of feel like a big timer a little bit, kind of, and then they get a little confident with you, and it's a pretty cool thing.
That's the fun thing to me, Coach, is getting to know the kids, and there's some and getting to talk to them personally, and then when you see them, it's enjoyable, it's fun, it gives it a little extra, like that right there, the exchange. It's nice, and I'm not looking for it. It's not that. It just I just try to I try and enjoy what we do. And these young men, a lot of these young men, they'll play some college ball, but that's where their ride will end. But I think if you can give them an opportunity to understand, that people care about what they do and whatnot, and that there's meaning to it, because as here you are, many years later, head coach at a high school. You played with a lot of the people around you. How many people are you connected with in the community and still a part of it and giving back into the community?
Yeah, and that's, there's all kind of different ways to give back, whether you're volunteering here in a concession stand, or you're umpiring, you're coaching, or being a part of the media like you. There's a lot of ways that, baseball's been good to a lot of people, and whatever your forte is to give back is very much appreciated by everybody in the game.
Absolutely. And that's what I think it helps, with these kids like that. Get back in the community. Take and, you're probably maybe selling insurance, I don't know. But there's an opportunity to coach, get back. You're going to have kids at some point, I'd imagine, so there you go.
Exactly.
All right. Carson Irwin. Big spot here, bases loaded. Landon Langley, and that ball is driven to center at the track. Angle scores. Ooh! He just didn't quite get all of it, Coach.
Yeah, he could have ended it there.
So another sac fly. Scores Angle. It's a 10-2 ball game. I know they're a run low.
The scoreboard's run low, yeah.
Carson Fletcher at the plate, strike one. We'll have to, wow. Yeah. Fletcher, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Got the wind picking up again out there.
One ball, 2 strikes. Landon Langley, who was in center field, has come into pitch for the Braves. So there was a few changes around on the field here. Off speed, doesn't get him to chase. 2-2.
It's a good job by the catcher there. Otherwise, those runners would have moved up and been a base hit away from ending the game.
It'll be interesting to see how that plays out, because I have 10 on my score sheet.
Yeah, I think they missed the run that walked home.
Yep. And that's
there. They got it fixed right there. They just popped up.
There it is. Fletcher battling. He's gone to that side. I mean, you got the second baseman. I don't know why he's holding that over there. Oh, that's a good pitch. Strike 3, yeah. Fletcher knew it. And that ends the threat. They strand 2, but they get 4, and we head to the top of the 6th with the score 10-2 Sixers.
With over 50 years of experience, you can count on B&G Septic and Sewer for all your sewer and septic needs.
Keelan leads the game with 31 pitches for Keelan, 7 pitches for Walker. Walker, 7 pitches.
All right, here we go. Thanks for joining us here on Youth Baseball Midwest. If you want to check out a little bit more about what we do, go to youthbaseballmidwest.com, our website. You can also follow us on our socials. We're across the board, X, IG, and Facebook. Follow us on X, IG. We got some great stuff going out on our socials. We'll have our player of the game, Coach. What do you think, player of the game? I'm liking Mr. Harvey here.
Kid on the mound. Yeah,
he's been doing it both sides.
Yeah, he's had a good game. I guess the first base was at Ford at first base.
Ford,
he's had
yeah.
the home run. He's had a couple picks at first, and I don't know what the rest of his day's been, but he's a guy. He's memorable for sure.
Lane McCarter quickly ahead. Oh, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. I thought that first one was ball. Maybe I'm wrong. Popped up, shallow left field. Samuel under it, makes the catch. Nice job by the shortstop.
He made that look easy, and that's not an easy play. Went up there in that high sky, a little bit of wind, but he camped right underneath that, and pretty simple play for him, covering some ground.
And it's been some high pop-ups.
Yeah. Yeah, these kids aren't getting cheated in their swings, I guess.
Cash Wofford at the plate. Actually, okay, in my crew there, number 10 is Cash Wofford, and he was the one on the mound. Is that correct? In the trailer? On the play after the play. Fletcher cuts it off. Nice job.
Good play by third baseman, just cutting in front of the shortstop there to get that ground ball. He's moving that way anyway, so easier play for him.
So I had that wrong. It wasn't Landon Langley. They had number 10 as Landon Langley on their deal here. So some numbers have changed. So that was actually, folks, Wofford on the mound in that last inning for Ada. Langley, number 5, at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big chopper. Oh, that was going to be that's a do or die right there. Nice job by Langley.
Yeah, I'm sure that ball had a little English on, a little bit of spin, and he looked like he was going to just try to get rid of it, pick it quick, and it snuck by him.
That's a great read by Langley, getting to second base.
Number 20, Jeff Hickson.
So, Coach, how would you like your scorekeeper to score that one?
I'm probably going to give him a hit on that one. It's one of those, if he'd have to make a great play anyway to get him. And, I think it had it was a little bit tricky hop with a little bit of spin on the ball.
So if you're a scorekeeper out there, there's some advice for you.
Exactly. You always hear the one that, it didn't touch him, so it's not there. Like, sometimes it plays just how you made it, if it doesn't touch him or not. But I think that was one of those plays. I don't think it was anything that was going to be a normal average play.
Right. 1 ball, 1 strike to number 20, Jet Higdon. Higdon is 1 for 2. He's got a single. Was stranded in the 4th inning. 2 balls and 1 strike now.
But Harvey in the mound would like to have that one, save him some pitches.
Yes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to finish this out here.
They can get a complete game out of him. That sets him up pretty nicely.
Ground ball hot, smash to Fletcher. And that is out number 3. So Fletcher playing some nice third base there. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 10-2, Sixers.
Born in St. Louis, built for battle, First Spear Tactical Gear delivers elite performance when it matters most. Trusted by professionals, ready for you. First Spear, gear up, get ahead. Visit
A lot of times when we often think about an athlete's capacity for a skill, we often view it as this lens of kind of this performance versus health, back and forth, when in reality, capacity for a skill, let's take something as simple as a lead leg block and being able to be stable on that land leg. Stability on that land leg has such profound effects on what goes on up the chain as the delivery progresses. If I don't have enough strength output, power output, on that land leg to be stable, it's not only going to affect performance, but it's going to affect my health as well. And so that comprehensive assessment process that we take with these athletes is going to figure out where you fall on that continuum.
If you want to level up your game, folks, make sure you visit premierpitching.com and start your journey to dominate the zone. All right. 10-2 ball game, bottom of the sixth. Luke Waltimate, Cade Bohm, Ashton Hunt. Gosh, we've said that quite a bit here, Coach. You've got 4 at-bats. Everybody, these are the last 2. You get 4 at-bats in 5 innings. Your offense is rolling.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you like to see if you're in the lineup. You want to get up there as many times as you can. And if you get the 4, when I played leisure ball, we were still playing 9-inning games, so it's a little easier to get those 4 or 5. But you get them in 6, 7 innings. That's a heck of a day.
Yeah. I like the 7-inning games. I think it fits more to the amateur.
Yeah, especially with the amount of pitching and pitching depth, it's a little bit easier on the arms.
And you know as well as I do, you get to some of these, you see some of these teams, they don't have the pitching depth. So a 7-inning game, it fits it better.
It does. It's for the high school level.
Oh. So the HBP, Walford hits the leadoff batter, puts him on. Bohm is at the plate. Hunt goes to the on-deck circle.
Here comes Moberly again. We'll see what happens.
Ooh, geez, that cat got off the bottom of that and just a little concrete under.
Yeah, it can come back. It can come back here quick. They got that little pad there now, but for years it was just straight concrete. And there was, some of the old timers would tell me like they purposely had plays where they'd throw it wild, and other teams wouldn't know any better. They'd see the ball going wild and would snap right back to the catcher, and they'd have the guy out at the plate pretty easily.
Oh, that's back-to-back HBPs.
Yeah, now you got game on base here.
Number 1, Ashton Hunt.
With the guys you want up.
And see here's one of those, in my opinion, where coach from Ada, you can't burn another arm here either.
No, you can't. You're down 8. You got 2 innings play. You just gotta hope your guy can get through it.
That was close. That was close.
Yeah, pretty good pick play there.
Yeah. That's outside, ball 1 to the leadoff Hunt.
He's a little wild here coming in.
Hunt has been on 4 times, scored 3. He was caught trying to steal home. Got a little ambitious.
Doesn't mean a whole lot now. It seemed bigger at the time, but not anymore.
Yeah, after the 5-run second, it just kind of faded into non-existence. He drives one into center field. The tag, no go. So that's out number 1.
Number 3, Cooper Harvey.
Harvey trying to add to his total today.
One of the few lefties I've seen today for both lineups.
Yeah. Good off speed. Just kind of flipped it up there.
Yeah.
Strike one. I think whatever you have to do is, from Wofford at this point, if you got to throw it under your leg or something.
Yeah. He tried it again. Made a good adjustment there.
1 ball, 1 strike, and it's funny because we saw from Pontotoc at the end, the Red Sox, they had a position player. Their DH went out to pitch. He didn't have no pitching stats. It looked like Kike Hernandez from the Dodgers out there.
Sometimes you just got to throw a kid out there and just say, hey, just play pitch and catch.
That's right. 2 balls and a strike. Probably hadn't pitched since 9U baseball. Out in front, fouls it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's definitely got a little more of the off speed going here to Harvey. Trusting that more in the fastball he hit the first 2 guys with.
Ground ball to the first baseman. Gets the out of first. Everybody advances up.
But they get game on second and third here. 2 runs. A base hit could end it here.
Now batting, number 8, Jackson Engel.
Coach over there thinking he's getting greedy. He wants to save some. Hopefully he doesn't have to. Obviously Harvey will probably go out and try to finish this, but he doesn't want to have a chance. It's easier just to get it done here if they can.
That's ball 1. Man, I'll tell you what, something smells pretty good over there too. I'm gonna tell you right now. They said they had those pork steaks over there, and I think I might have to fix myself up to go over there.
It's got a good smell, that's for sure. That grill. Those guys know how to do it right at these Legion games here in Washington. Always a good concession stand here. Too good sometimes.
2-0. I think he got under it. He did. And the out's made. Just missed that one. Out number 3. And we head to the top of the 7th. 10-2 Sixers.
Training tools for players from T-ball to professional levels. Based in Washington, Missouri, Raleigh's contributes significantly to the local economy and community. Sidelined by a Mid-South injury, try Mercy Orthopedic Walk-In Care. Walk in, play on. Hold your place at mercy.net/legion.walkin. Here at Walker, 22 pitches. 22 pitches.
Coach Struckhoff joining me here for this ball game today. He's going to be out after this one, but we'll be back tomorrow. Looking forward to it, Coach.
Yeah, I'll be up here for the first 2 games tomorrow morning and Friday morning too. It's been a good time. I appreciate you having me on and working with it. I'm making my debut today. I've never done this before, but I'm enjoying it.
I love this part. We went at the state championships in Sedalia. We had Coach Zimmerman from Smith Cotton and Coach Boyer from Moberly calling the games with us. I love that part of it because I love to get the perspective from high school coaches watching these kids play ball. What do you see? How are you seeing the game? And it helps me learn a little bit and when we're talking about calling games.
Yeah, it's a great idea by you to get us involved and utilize us in the area. And, we're going to be here anyway, usually. So might as well, right? Get talking baseball.
And you tell, hey, I got to go call a baseball game, and
sound important there. I told all my friends, hey, you want to listen to me? Hey, you hear me enough. And I kept it kind of quiet, just in case I messed up. I don't want anybody. too many people to know about it.
The catcher Wilkinson at the plate leading off here. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Harvey trying to finish this off. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
My wife and kids haven't texted me yet, so I must be doing all right. They give me a little heck.
Two and two. Got Wilkinson, then Jackson Scott and Clint Harless here, the 7, 8, 9. That's strike 3. Oh, he must have called one of those balls. I had 2 and 2.
They had 2 and 2 on the board too. We got 3 full count to plate.
I'm a little surprised. Evidently, I'm the only one. That's a fair ball down the line. Stretching it.
Yep.
And he's into second base with a stand-up double to lead off the inning.
Well, Ada's got a lot of work to do, but they say there's no time limit in baseball,
It's a good
so we'll
start.
see. You gotta keep
I was
turning
a
it.
little surprised. I could have swore
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
a 2-2
Yeah,
count.
it was 2-2 on the scoreboard too, so it wasn't.
So
Moberly really didn't. They didn't argue.
wow, nobody argued. Not
Nope.
even the scorekeeper up top. Interesting.
Yep.
And especially, Moberly here, I would have said something. As the pitcher, because I'm usually watching blue. Boy, I'm not quite sure where that missed. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Another one pretty close there.
2-1.
If you're Moberly, you'd hate to have to use another pitcher here.
Oh, you ain't kidding. 2 and 2.
Sounds like they got somebody throwing back there.
Yeah, they're going to have to, I think. I don't know what his pitch count's at, but after that leadoff double, I think
He's full count to the first 2 hitters here.
Yep.
Number 18, Clint Harless.
Coach Truesdale heading out to talk to the pitcher.
Yeah, laboring a little bit. We'll see what this conversation's about. Still got a little leeway with an 8-run lead. I don't know what his pitch count is, though.
I think you got to let him go here, see if he can get the double play, and if you have to pull him, from there.
Yeah,
you're in a better situation, Coach.
Yeah, you've got, like I said, you got some leeway with him. You can give him another batter and just see how it goes. Even another batter, too, kind of depends on what this batter does or what kind of count he gets into. But it's not like he's walking them on 4 pitches. He's throwing strikes. Kid hit a double, but he's been full to both, and he's been pretty close. And it's been a couple pretty close calls from the umpire too.
Yeah,
he's been pretty consistent behind the plate all day. So, and you got a lefty up, so lefty on lefty, good matchup.
Clint Harless grounded out to the first baseman, walked, was thrown out trying to go to third base from the center fielder. Strike 1. Grounded foul.
And he gets a hit 0-2 here. Exactly what you want after a mound visit.
Just what the pitching coach ordered.
Interesting, the first baseman's not playing behind him. Just, you got an 8-run lead trying to get outs. The kid can lefty sneak one pass. I guess he's still thinking a double play, but I'd just be wanting to get outs here.
Instead of playing in front?
Yeah, I'd play behind and try to get an out.
Oh, my goodness. Now that, I'm not quite sure. That's strike 3.
Yeah, catcher's glove didn't move for sure.
2 and 2.
Yeah, as a coach, it's not a time you want umpire to get tight with the zone, especially when you're up 8.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Another full count. Let's see what's good.
Honestly, I mean, I know he's been pretty consistent, but, man, he's throwing some really good pitches. And, you know, you just killed that kid's complete game.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple were pretty close.
Yeah. So he's going to have to come out at this point.
Ada's got exactly what they wanted, though. They got the bases over here and down 8, but they're giving themselves a shot. Still pretty mighty hill to climb, but never say never, I guess.
We're going to step aside while we get the change, and we'll be right back. Cade Bohm coming to the mound to try and finish this off here. Bohm 23 2/3, 3-2 on the season, a 2.07 ERA with a 126 WHIP and a 207 opponent batting average. This young man's headed to, I believe, Moberly Area Community College with the rest of his buddies to play some baseball.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun when you're going to with your buddies to play in college. It's a good time.
Might as well.
Yeah, if you can do it, do it.
Number 19, Kendon Wood.
Kendon Wood at the plate. Strike one. Nice play on the catch. Luke Waltimate.
Yeah, he
looked out that beating too, Coach.
I think it might have went a little far, and he jumped at the end because I don't think he was on a dead sprint to it, but it kind of carried a little far, and he thought it was going to go, and jumped up and snagged it. It's pretty nice athletic play.
So the sac fly gets another run in here, out number 1.
Exactly what you want to do as relief, though. Again, just come in and throw strikes. And he's getting the calls now.
Oh, mercy. 0-1. One ball, one strike.
Must have been a little inside on that one.
2 balls and a strike to number 22, Reagan Kuhlman. Kuhlman has reached on a sacrifice fly, struck out twice. And that is foul. Woo, that was close.
Yeah, that was right down the line. That's the kind of ball. If you shoot that right, that's going to get by that first baseman and him being in front. That's
Harvey is at
interesting.
first. They've moved some folks around. You got, and that's by Angle. Looks like we've got Fletcher's moved to second base. Ford's moved to third with Harvey at first. Samuel still at short with Baum coming in from center, and Hunt moves back out to center field. So the merry-go-round of Waltimate and Irwin, Angle, and Samuel are the only ones in the same place. Coach,
that first baseman he's still in. No one. I mean, there's no force there anymore, so he could be back and just make a play, but he's still coming in on that green with
ground ball to the shortstop. Comes up. Ooh. Harvey. Samuel short hops it. That was a tough one.
Yeah, you could see the throw coming across. He was going to get a short hop, and that's a tough hop off this turf. He almost made a nice play.
There's another run
but
scored.
Yeah, it's not what Moberly wanted for sure. They're
10-4.
Not making it easy on themselves here.
That's a hack by McCarter. Goes flailing down to one knee. He was trying to exit the ball stage left. Ground ball. Foul.
Home run would be nice for Ada, but you almost want to just keep guys on base, keep putting pressure on them.
Heck yeah. You know, a 3-run shot here, you're at 10-7, but you're still chasing 3. Yeah. I mean, that's still a lot to make up.
A lot.
And I think a lot of these extra pitches, I'm sorry, I think the kids got squeezed a little. And the tag made, and he picks it. That's a heck of a play by Cooper Harvey.
Yeah, that's a nice play by the first and the third and first baseman. Corners, 2 nice plays there. The pick and tag, and then the pick at first. Wow, that's what
solidifies. I think Mr. Harvey is our player of the game.
Exactly. Great pitching performance and a great play to end it there at first base.
So, Moberly Sixers finish it out. Coach, your takeaways from this game, what do you think about Ada? What do they got to do when they come back here?
Well, it'll be interesting what kind of pitching they got coming back, what they used today. I'm assuming that was their number one. He looked good on the mound, what they have coming back. I mean, they've won 36 games, so they got to have some guys somewhere. So I think they just got to, come back, be confident. 4 teams lost are going to lose today, and you can still come back if you got the deep pitching staff. You just got to, take it basically one play at a time now. When you've got no choice. And you play a good game tomorrow, come back and play another day, and just one game at a time is all it is. And hopefully keep getting good pitching performances.
We'll be back at 7 o'clock for the nightcap. The Pittsburgh Patriots post 64 taking on the Washington post 218 for the nightcap. Cooper Harvey, our player of the game. We're going to step aside here, the opening ceremonies. We'll be back with that. We'll have the cameras rolling through the opening ceremonies. Until then, goodbye from the ballpark.